Lancers, good to be here with you. I'm Ani here with Anessa, and you're watching GTV News. On November 6, 2012, citizens across the United States cast their ballots and made their voices heard. Grant High School's library was transformed into a poll place on Election Day for the occasion. This allowed many people to come in and practice their rights as American citizens. Scott Johnson, a poll inspector, gave our GTV crew a tour of the polling place and described the voting process.
Hey Lancers, I'm Anessa Gevorkin reporting on location from the library, which is one of the many places where election polls are taking place. Hi, I'm here with Scott Johnston, and he's an inspector for this poll for voting.
Okay.
Would you like to show us around?
Sure. This is what happens. When they first come in, they'll come. This is Carla, and she signs them in. She checks their name to make sure they're in our roster. And then she asks them if they've ever used this kind of voting before. And if they haven't, she demonstrates with our demonstrating recorder how to do it. And then she gives them their ballot. And then they go to the polling place and vote successfully. And then she gives them a voted sticker. And that's it. Not so hard.
Thank you so much. We would like to know what you think will happen in the next 4 years with your chosen candidate as president.
Right. I'm hoping that he does make the changes that he's promised, even though he didn't exactly do them the last 4 years, but there were lots of barriers to that.
What changes do you think will happen for the next 4 years with the new president?
Well, I hope to see an economic change and maybe some changes in quality of education so that the education improves and, you guys get a better education.
How confident are you in the candidate you have chosen?
The candidate I've chosen is the one that I side with on the issues, so I'm confident in the candidate, but they're probably not going to win today.
Let's hope they do. Thank you so much.
It'd be great if they did.
How confident are you feeling about the candidate you have chosen today?
I am extremely confident. As you can see, I have on the t-shirt of the candidate I have chosen. I am in awe of what Barack Obama has done for the past 4 years. He inherited quite a mess, and in the midst of that, he still came out on top.
This has been a good election day. I'm Anessa Gevorkin reporting from GTV News, and thank you for your time.
The energy and enthusiasm varied greatly, with Obama supporters exhibiting and certainly in the president's re-election, which indeed came true. As the votes were accounted for that evening, numbers began to show that Barack Obama had won a healthy share of swing states, leading to his triumph over Republican candidate Mitt Romney. Obama was inaugurated for the second time on January 20th, 2013.
From the excitement of voting, we turn our attention to the importance of a fair trial. Justice was handed out November 7th when Mr. Karuska held another teen court meeting. Teen court gives students an opportunity to act as jurors, clerks, and bailiffs for cases involving their peers. This event took place in the library, which was set up to resemble an actual court of law. Not only did it look like a court, but real student cases were heard and sentenced with the help of a long-time serving judge. And just like with other sentences, the verdict in these cases must be followed. The benefit of participating in teen court is that no record of a criminal conviction exists if the student completes the sentence within 6 months. If you would like to participate in teen court, make sure you stop by room 200 and talk with the man in charge, Mr. Karuska.
That same week, ARC sponsored a fun event on the quad. On Thursday, November 9th, during lunch, ARC hosted a group of talented artists who performed for the assembled Lancers, pumping up the excited crowd for the Thanksgiving break that was just around the corner. Performers danced and sang on the stage with a special guest DJ, all dressed in neon outfits. This cool event was sure to get Lancers ready for the week-long break. GTV reporters Suzanne and Susanna got a chance to speak with the artists after their performance.
How do you think your show went? Did you like our crowd?
Yeah, it was a good crowd. It was chill. For a hot day, it's really good.
Were you nervous when you had to perform?
No, because, this is what we do, so this is what we're used to. So,
what do you guys do in the first class?
Well, the first class is like a media group. We have hip hop, R&B, dancers, models, actresses, filmmakers, producers. So it's like a big team of just solo artists who come together as one to do something great.
Looks like the artists had a good time performing for us Lancers.
During lunch that same day, Jewish Club was held in Dr. Pressman's room with a special agenda in mind for their members. The topic of the day was role models and appreciation. Students were asked who their role models were and why they looked up to these people. Since role models influence our choices in life and are people we look to for wisdom and guidance, it's important to understand why we idolize them. Students should also show appreciation toward others in their life, whether it be a friend, a family member, or even a pet. Members of the Jewish Club left with a better understanding of role models.
Speaking of role models, later that night, honor roll students braved the dark and cold to make it to the principal's honor roll ceremony. The event began at 6:30 in the evening and recognized students who have a 3.6 GPA or higher. After an initial technical difficulty with the microphone, the festivities got underway. Rafi Costello performed at the piano, student body president Miriam Hovanesian read a poem, and finally Mr. Stave addressed the crowd. Students were awarded a certificate of recognition by Principal Leibach, Mr. Stave, and Mr. Alba. After the awards were distributed, families had a chance to pose for pictures and enjoy a sugary banquet. Keep up the great work, Lancers. You make us proud. That's all for this episode, Lancers. Be sure to check us out on Grant's website and see additional stories on our YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us here on GTV News. Until next time, have a great day.